Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to Unit 2, The World Around Us, Lesson 2. I want to know first, how many of you have ever played Battleship? Look at how the boats and ships are located in the grid. Or maybe Treasure Hunt, the game where you have to locate missing things on a grid. In both games, you need the grid to help you locate specific things. In Battleship, we use them to find the boats and ships to sink them. In Treasure Hunt, we use them to find the treasure. During this lesson, we will be learning about two specific imaginary lines humans have created to help them locate more specific places on maps. What are we learning today? To understand that parallels and meridians are imaginary lines which will help us to locate different places all around the world. These imaginary lines are called parallels and meridians, and they make maps look just like a grid, just like the treasure hunt and battleship grids we just talked about. They help us to locate different places all around the world. Let's start with the first imaginary lines. What are parallels? Here we have a representation of our planet. Parallels are imaginary lines that run from west to east. The most important one is called the equator line, but we also have the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Do you see that they are parallel from each other? There is where the name came from. The equator line divides the Earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. But those are not the only ones. We have many other parallel lines. We learned what parallels are, but what are meridians? Here we have the same representation of the Earth with the 4 cardinal points. Meridians are imaginary lines that run from the north to the south. The most important one is called Greenwich, or also known as prime meridian. Both names are correct. The Greenwich meridian divides the Earth into the western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere, and as parallels, we have many more. How do these two imaginary lines will help us to locate things? Both imaginary lines are measured in degrees. Here, let me show you. Look at this map. Do you see it is a grid? Look at the sides. Do you see the letters? Well, the letters stand for the cardinal points, north, south, west, and east. And we organize the degrees from 0 degrees to 90 degrees from north, and from 0 to 90 to the south. We also locate from 0 degrees to 108 degrees to the west and to the east. These will be the ones in charge of helping us to locate specific places on the map. Let's start by locating an object in the treasure hunt game. Let's look for the missing treasure. We start by looking horizontally and then vertically. So here it is. The treasure is in the coordinates 5e. In a map, those are called geographic coordinates. We always start with parallels and then we continue with meridians. So a coordinate is the exact place where a parallel and a meridian meet. Let's search for the graphic coordinates for place A. First, remember, we start with the parallel and then move on to the meridian. So place A is located in the parallel 20 degrees south and meridian 130 degrees west. Let's do it one more time with place B. Remember, we start with the parallel and then move on to the meridian. So place B is located in the parallel 60 degrees north and meridian 120 degrees east. Now it's your turn. Can you do the other places? As in the games I mentioned before, letters and numbers will help us to locate things or places. Now that we have practiced, it's your turn. Please go to Google Classroom and the live worksheet you will find there and complete it. Once ready in your social studies copybook, copy the important information you will find in lesson 2. Don't forget to upload a picture of your copybook to Google Classroom and click the button Entregar tarea once you're finished. Remember, you can ask any doubt right there. We are here for you if you need us. Great class! See you next time.